Hello and welcome back on another video on my channel, and I am of course Etholdir, and today I'm gonna be doing a tutorial on Stonehenge, because that is a place, and as you can see I already did some of it. I did the inner circle of Stonehenge here, and as you can see I use a variety of materials because of course it's really boring if you only use stone. So today we're going to look at how I did this and how you can build your own Stonehenge, or of course something similar, because you could use this for your own ruins or something like that. So if you enjoyed the video, press that like, and we're just going to start out with going by all the materials that we're going to use today. So we're going to use stone, we're going to use cobblestone, we're going to use cobblestone slabs, cobblestone stairs, we're going to crack stone bricks in there, some mossy stone bricks, some moss stone, and actually light grey stained clay. Now keep in mind that if you use a different texture pack, check out if the colors kind of combine well, because in Conquest, which is the texture pack I'm using right now, it is going together nicely. But maybe in your texture pack it might be like, no, I don't know, that doesn't look very good together. So keep that in mind, and then we're just going to start with the first kind of part of this build, which is going to be just making the rest of this kind of outer ring. So we're just going to place another of some of these pillars right here. And for those that do not know, Stonehenge is of course a kind of sort of ruin in Britain, but it is kind of destroyed, so that is actually what we're gonna try and kind of recreate here. So we are gonna make sure that it kind of looks like it has been destroyed. So we are gonna add, of course, some kind of pieces to the ground, because that is what you kind of want. And especially here, we're just gonna make like it's completely wrecked, it's completely destroyed. That is what we want. And then here we're gonna make it look like it's actually still kind of going, it's still alive. So that's what we want to do. And then here it's kind of, it broke down, so we're just gonna have some pieces right there everywhere, just lying around a little bit because they have fallen down. And yeah, we kind of want to get a nice feel for what this would look like. So yeah, this might actually be something like what it would look like. And then we could of course add some more depth and details to the build, because we do not want it to be too boring. So we're just going around only with the stone. And as you can see, this is quite a random build. So even though it's a tutorial, don't try to follow it exactly block by block, because it might end up looking a lot better when you kind of try to do it very random. But for the rest, of course, you can follow the tutorial, because the rest of the steps are the same in every kind of attempt at this. So yeah, what you want to do probably is add some broken piece here, because that could have fallen down from there. So now we've kind of got the basic shape, which looks, the shape is okay, but it looks really boring. So we're gonna make it look a lot nicer by starting to add some slabs here and there. So what we're gonna do is actually we're gonna start just placing those slabs whenever we feel like adding a slab, because it will add a certain extra level to the build. It will add a certain extra depth to the build. So it's certainly something to keep in mind, because it's really powerful, really important for this kind of Stonehenge design. At least my design, it kind of depends on adding these slabs. So you can see we do get a little bit of a better shape. We're gonna add some stairs in to make it even better, because of course with stairs you can add shapes that you can't with normal blocks. You can make it feel like stones are missing, or at least you can get those different shapes, holes in the stone, which is exactly what we want in some parts of this build. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna fly around basically, or walk around, whatever you want, around your build and see where could I really use a stair like this. And then just place it. Could even be in pillars like this, just because it really adjusts the shape of your build. And I think actually I'm gonna go for this one there and make a full block here. So when you've done that, you can of course kind of check where do I still want some cobblestone, but I kind of want to have a full block instead of a stair. And of course don't forget to add it to your kind of ruins as well. So we might actually add some stairs here and there as well, just for the extra shape of it. And then of course once we've done that, we still have the other blocks, so we can actually add let's do this toggle downfall, because we don't want to rain. We don't want it to rain. Even though we're pretending to be in Britain, we do not want it to rain. So we're just gonna add in some stone bricks, and then the cracked ones of course, because those look a lot better for this kind of type of building. So we're just gonna add those randomly again throughout the build to make it look like yeah, there are some cracks in the stone. Of course, unfortunately, the texture is real like it's actually stone bricks, so that makes it look like a little bit unrealistic. But with a little bit of imagination, it works out because it just adds so much detail to it. So then we're just gonna add the mossy stone bricks. Again, just place them random throughout the build, especially on those pieces on the ground. They look really good if they get integrated into the grass. So we're just gonna kind of use them whenever we feel like, oh yeah, that's gonna be a good spot for it. Don't be shy, and feel free to use one or two higher up as well, because it adds some life to your build. Of course, we have the mossy cobblestone as well, which we can kind of use to add more green feeling to the build. And again, just kind of go about and see where would I want some green to be added, and then usually it turns out to be looking quite nice indeed. So yeah, we have kind of got this build now. You can see it's a lot better looking than what we started out with, and of course we still have the light gray stained clay, which you can kind of add whenever you feel like it, because it kind of adds like a lighter shade of stone into your builds, and I think it looks particularly good. So I'm actually really started to be a fan of this kind of rune style, and I'm probably gonna implement it somewhere on Cronus as soon as I figure out where I kind of want it, because for some reason I kind of like the way it looks. You could make some pretty awesome runes with this, because you see what we're getting here. We're getting a quite nice rune now, and of course this is basically the tutorial on how you build this kind of style. You see, it's kind of easy once you get to know it. Of course, once you're done, you can add extra pieces of rubble to add details, or you could even go and use some bone meal, or just do it by hand and add some growth to it, because of course that kind of adds to the feeling that has been kind of ruined for a long time, because things have started to grow there. So this might actually do quite a bit, and it might actually be better to do it by hand also, and add some bigger grass types and the fern and stuff like that. So you can really get the feel of it's being overgrown. You could even add some bushes in some parts. Of course, that also depends on kind of environment that you're going for. But you can see, at least I think, that this looks quite nice indeed. So hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, share this video with your friends. Feel free to subscribe if you're brand new, and hopefully I will see you back on the next video. Bye bye.